Hello, my name is Dongchan Kim and I'm taking Business 1 and I have prepared this presentation on the topic of inflation in the United States, which is rising at an alarming rate. I have been living in the US for a while now, and I have noticed that the cost of living in the US has become unaffordable. So I thought I had shared my thoughts on the current state of inflation in the US and the problems and policy concerns. Today, I had like to talk about the recent inflation situation in the US, its challenges and the policy concerns of the Federal Reserve. The article referenced is an article published by CNBC on October 19, 2024. Title is Here's Why Inflation May Look Like It Is Easing But Is Still a Huge Problem. First, the article points out that inflation may seem to be easing recently, but it remains a serious problem despite several inflation indicators approaching the central bank 2% target. The high cost of goods and service across the US economy is still weighing on individual, business, and policy markers. For example, food prices have risen 22% since the inflation spike that began in early 2021, with egg price up a whopping 87%. Insurance is up nearly 47%. And even gasoline price, which I have been falling recently, are still 16% higher. Against this backdrop, the Federal Reserve is facing a critical interest rate decision at its November between 6-7 policy meeting. Yeah, I agree to expensive gasoline price. So the article illustrates the complexity of inflation. Simply lowering the annual inflation rate cannot be seen as a solution to the problem, as many inflation indicators remain high. In particular, fixed price inflation such as rent, insurance, and medical cost remains high, while flooring price items such as gasoline are falling. People are also getting used to higher price than they have experienced in the past, which is affecting consumer spending patterns. For example, during the second quarter of 2024, household debt reached 20.2 trillion, a 90% increase since inflation began in 2021. This rate of debt growth poses a potential risk to the future of the US economy. From the economic concept we have running in class, inflation isn't just about raising price. It involved complex interaction across the economy. In conclusion, the issue of inflation is a complex challenge that cannot be solved in the short term, and central bank needs to take a deliberate approach to taking it. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.